So I recently just watched a video by Mr. Monkey over here, and for those of you who think I'm getting racial, that's his actual name, Monkey, more or less. Anyways, I just saw his video most recently talking about the next step for the hashtag SaveTF2 and SaveTF2 thing, and as of now, it only has like 2,000 views. But the guy had the guy is a relatively big content creator in the scene, with having 100,000 subscribers and a video with 1 million views and a couple other videos pushing that. With one of those videos being the casual and TF2 video, which I'm sure a bunch of you have seen. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that video. I'm here to talk about his video, the next step for fix TF2 and save TF2. And I agree with everything else that he said in the video, like about like telling people to just stop spending their money on the TF2 economy, and I think that's good and all. But the main thing I don't agree with is well, here, I'll just play it for you.
Me why we are having arguments about microtransactions. If the game is unplayable, why are you wasting money on this game? Why are you unboxing cases? In this game, where everyone is screaming that it is unplayable, it is the most ass backwards take as of yet by people. I haven't spent a single dime on this game since April this year. It's maybe not a huge accomplishment, but it is a start, and it's time for you guys to start doing the same. Do not unbox this upcoming summer case. Your wallet matters more to Valve than just your petition signage and a tweet on Twitter. Do not give them your money. Do not engage with the Steam community market. This shit needs to stop. And personally, if you see someone unbox or someone who bought a new unusual, belittle them, but also encourage them to stop.
Yeah, that's a really great solution, considering that this fandom doesn't really have the best reputation amongst just the gaming community in general. I mean, people already think that we're pretty toxic. I mean, I don't know if they still do. I mean, I remember that was a golden standard for forever, but maybe that's changed at this point. I don't fucking know. And also, granted, he does say right after that or encourage them to stop, and he also says this is his own opinion. But still, TF2 players are very how do I say this what's the word again? Impressionable. Yeah, TF2 players are extremely fucking impressionable. Yeah, I actually had to look that up. That's how much brain rot I've been consuming, or TF2 in other words. But yeah, I didn't want to make a whole affair about this guy. I mean, I don't think that we need to do a witch hunt about this. Now, granted, this is his opinion. He stated that it is just his opinion. But still, TF2 players again are extremely impressionable, and when they hear something or someone is bad in game, they will, especially from a YouTuber, they will instantly like just throw all logic or all knowledge they know out the window and just like go off. Oh, fucking lazy purple said this is a viable strategy, so it's gotta be. And I'm not bashing TF2 content creators. I'm more so just bashing, I guess, the ignorance of TF2 players. I'm not saying that. I mean, most TF2 players aren't like literal adults, but they're like in their 20s, in their I think like oldest I'd say maybe early 30s, but most players are like edgy teenagers, if I'm being honest, or like people who are in their early 20s. And a lot of those people are very impressionable. I mean, I'm 16. I'm not trying to act like I'm better than everyone or say some shit like that, but like all I'm trying to say is just like I think people usually or most TF tubers need to be more careful, or YouTubers in general, like with just saying shit like this, because I mean, like that's a really great. I think like they will instantly just like what's the word? I guess go the easier route and just say just belittle your friends instead of encouraging them to stop. I mean, me personally, I'm sticking with the fixed TF2 thing. I'm hoping it's gonna work, but encouraging to stop or making or basically forcing them to stop by belittling them until they comply is something that a giant corporation like Valve would do. Like shoving crazy amounts of advertisement down your throat, like the second you boot up TF2, like, oh, what's this? Get a new stamp for a shitty community map? Oh, and all these items in the TF2 store that no one uses are 50% off. Stuff like that, which is fucking ridiculous to do, in other words. Granted, I don't think people are buying much from the actual TF2 store in game. Pardon me. And also, you're constantly like given cosmetic crates that you don't have a key to, and they're basically just like, "Oh, come on, this is just one little 239 key." Until they are eventually forced into buying a key from excessive advertisement. Which brings us to my whole point of the video. So after trying to convince like a friend or just people in the TF2 community or people in a game for all I care, and like you're really trying to convince them, but then your last resort is to belittle them, make fun of them, essentially bully them lightly, not bully them, but I feel like people will take belittling or just making fun of someone to the next level in this scenario, just being a dick. That's not going to make someone listen. That's just going to make them not want to listen even more and not participate in the protests that may or may not work. Anyways, basically the whole thing I'm trying to say is just don't force this shit on your friends or other TF2 players. If they don't want to sign the stupid petition, like like it's a postal 2 mission or some shit, then don't make them, because at that point you're just being a dick. I mean, if they don't want to join the protests, that really sucks. You can't really force anyone into doing anything because you're just a dickhead then, or you're a parent. Yeah. So let's go into my manifesto. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I just think Monkey should have been a little more careful with his words. I think he already was pretty careful, but since a lot of TF2 players, including myself, have about the same IQ as literal dead grass, I'm just saying, like most you, and this goes for all YouTubers. Just be more careful with how you word shit and how impressionable or uh, impressionable you can be, or all that. Anyways, fuck off. Like and subscribe. Only 0.99% of you are subscribed. I love you. Oh yeah. Also, don't send hate to Monkey's Way. If anything, subscribe to him. He's actually a pretty good content creator. I just didn't agree with this one point he had. Anyways, fuck off.